3, 2.
All right, Ryan Gustafson.
Jim Pearse.
All right. We're super excited to have you guys in here today.
Yeah.
Having to look at all the new tech.
Really excited to come down here. Great dinner last night, and really excited to see you guys' facility. Yeah,
awesome.
I've never been here before, so it's great.
And you're already SI'd out.
Yeah.
I
got my hat.
We just got to get you a jacket now.
Custom hat, yeah. So, yeah, it's great. Thanks for having me.
So what I want to show you today is very special and near and dear to our heart because we started in projection screens.
Yep.
And it took us 5 years to develop Black Diamond. We did it from scratch ourselves. I don't have an optics engineering background. I literally had window tint and aluminum and everything known to man in my office.
Yeah.
And it took 5 years to get there, and we barely made it because we were a small company, but it changed the world. And it allowed projectors, in my eyes, to exist. Instead of 10% of the locations, it could exist in 90% of the areas. And now today, with laser going even brighter and being able to go bigger more affordably, the sky's the limit. But there's been one thing that we haven't been able to solve, and that is that every ambient light technology we developed had an Achilles heel. Every one of them.
What was that?
Viewing cone, can't use ultra short throw, can't put ultra short throw above, can't edge blend, all these different issues. And no matter which one we had, it was a little better at something, but none of them checked all the boxes. And then what I'm going to show you right now is literally a white screen that's black. So everything that a white screen does that we all love in a black screen. So it only took 20 years.
Is this the Adele screen?
Okay, it is the Adele screen, and she wrote the case study for us. And actually that went out with our press release about how she's saving $2 million per show.
Wow.
So check that out. This is a 200-inch carbon black hybrid pro. And you're going to notice when you're looking at the black, there's no texture, there's no reflection, there's no glare. And the thing that everybody finds that they don't realize so mesmerizing about projection is the fact that it is a natural extension of what you see every day in life. Everything we look at is reflected light. We are not being, light is not shining in our eyes unless you look at the sun and then you go like this. Reflected light is natural. And that's why I still think projection, just like records, is going to come back in a big way with these new laser 4K projectors and now 8K and do amazing things because this image does not bug your eyes like an LED light wall.
Wow, that's incredible.
And the best thing is I can do this image for a third of the price of a light wall in commercial and even more affordably in residential. So as you walk up to this, you normally would walk up and you'd start to notice the center's brighter than the edges. Walk all the way over to the side.
No. Wow.
It never changes. We actually call it a 160-degree viewing cone. It's actually about 180, but it's pretty much limitless all the way to the point that this is the first material that does not have a texture to it or ridges that you can actually do ultra short throw. You can do ultra short throw edge blended, so I could put 30 projectors across a room and project on this and blend them all together. And I can mount them above. So imagine being able to mount a nice 4K projector above and out of the way where kids aren't playing with it and putting their eyes in it and all that stuff. So this really opens up a lot of doors for our dealers, both residentially and commercial, and flex commercial. We got a lot of residential guys doing big images now in sports bars, clubs, hospitality, you name it. I think this is a great opportunity for them. And it's fractions of the cost to set up, maintain, and you can upgrade your projector.
You
do $1 million light wall, you married it, date your projector and upgrade it as things go along. I mean, the new Samsung's got an 8K projector out. It's beautiful. Barco is constantly developing. I love giving people flexibility with their image. 99 feet wide, seamless, 16 feet tall, and then after that, and similar to the Adele, we can stitch it. And from a certain distance back, especially since it's black, you don't see it. It looks amazing.
That is incredible. Well, those pictures you were showing me of Adele's concert down in Vegas were amazing, and she's like one of the most difficult, focused people, in the entire entertainment industry for quality. And so the fact she put this in her show in Vegas is really testimony to how game-changing this is. Very cool.
You are spot on. In fact, she fired 3 of her groups of people that were working on that project, and we were worried about it when they were working on the carbon black for it. But when she saw carbon black, she knew immediately this is the alternative.
It's a game changer.
Not just the $2 million in savings per show on electricity, but the setup and teardown of it and how it looked. She actually sat in the audience every 16 seats over to verify exactly how the show would look to every single person in the auditorium.
Yeah.
And she cares that much about her performance. You're spot on. I didn't know any of this. I learned all of it.
Wow.
But she blew our mind on how particular she was. The viewing cone, and by the way, we have an acoustically transparent version of this.
Yeah.
She was extremely nitpicky about how it sounded or didn't sound with her line arrays.
Yeah.
So the sound quality on this and doing a version that's acoustically transparent is similar to a speaker grill cloth. Wow. Plus or minus 2 dB, inaudible to the human ear.
Wow. Well, that is a game-changing product. And how does this come to the consumer? Like, how does this come to the residential market? What does that look like in the residential market?
We're going to ship it rolled right now. Is that what you're asking?
No, I'm asking what are the applications? Just to, like,
oh,
when I
gotcha.
think about the Prosource dealers, and you know, they're involved in some of the most high-end, you know, home builds in the entire country. And I'm just curious, maybe you could clarify for all of them what, you know, how does this work in the home?
Yeah, should go in every single room of the house, no matter what. Wrap all the walls with it and the floor.
Do our shades with this, probably.
There you go. No, so we're very excited because light wall is starting to get legs in residential.
Yes.
And you know what? I'm sorry, but if someone wants to spend $700K on a TV, please sell it to them.
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And it's really cool what they're doing. They're getting dimmer and they're looking pretty good. But you can get a awesome 15 to 20,000 lumen laser projector now and put it on carbon black. And I promise you, if you do a double blind test with those two, you're going to pick this every single time.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So large theaters where they want to have some light, but also turn it off because this looks amazing in the dark.
Yeah.
Also large game rooms and flex space.
Okay, got it.
Anywhere that they're willing to do a bigger projector. Yeah. But you can do this. I can give them 150 or 200 image for probably about a quarter or less of the price of a light wall.
Yeah.
And give them the flexibility to upgrade.
Yeah, it's interesting because there is discussion in the industry that there's this trend with the micro LED walls, you know, kind of gaining traction, and how is it going to impact, you know, the projector business? And you know, I'm really glad to come down to Austin and see this, because you're right. I think it kind of puts the brakes on maybe that momentum and kind of redirects back to the, you know, projector, you know, theater type setup. So,
it's an alternative, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to spend $250 to $700K on a light wall,
got it. Yeah,
that's a pretty cool thing, and it's cool to talk about. And they're getting better for sure. Yeah. This is an alternative to that, and equally, the development and projection is mind-boggling. The amount of lumen you can get now on a laser 4K projector, and I want to note the resolution. We've been fighting for resolution for how long? Ever, right? It's all resolution. Well, the new 4K projectors are 4K.
Yeah.
That LED light wall at 350,000 is not 4K.
That's correct.
It's 1080p.
Yeah.
If you get a 4K dot pitch LED light wall, you're talking $700-800K. It's very expensive.
Yeah.
So I still think the value prop is amazing. Plus, people move. They move every 3 to 5 years. Take this with you. I'll cut this down or get you a bigger one. You know, you're flexible. You're really marrying that light wall into your house, and you're not moving. So you better have a good interest rate.
Well, I think another thing that is kind of eye-opening to me is I spent a lot of time on the projector and really kind of understanding that business and how to grow that business and connecting it more specifically to your business and how important the screen is in that whole ecosystem is something that I'm going to start talking about more and more, because you know, you could have as good a projector as you want, unless this is, you know, done correctly like carbon black, you know, it doesn't really matter. And I think that this product can really kind of re-engage that the quality of the projectors and show what the projectors can really do.
No doubt about
Amazing.
it. And by the way, I couldn't agree more with you on solutions. All of our tools drive you to a solution. We specify more projectors every day than we do screens, because our whole goal is to make sure that that total cost of ownership looks absolutely unforgettable in the home or business. And so as a company, our guys know everything about the projectors. All of our tools immediately start giving you projector specification depending upon what your values are. And it's basically like Boolean logic. If you know everything you want to know about the screen, I'm going to tell you what you need on the projector. If you already know the projector, I'm going to tell you where your limitations are on the screen and what you should do on the screen. So at the end of the day, whatever the customer's looking to buy, we want it to be just an absolutely unforgettable experience.
Right. And I saw your customer support out here on the floor, and so I assume that, it just begins to roll out, the dealers can call you up, get training on it, make sure that, the customer experience is right on.
100%. And if they want Blake, they can special request him.
There you
Any
go.
day of the week and on Sunday.
For Prosource only.
You got it. One take
Right
Blake.
on.
He's here for you.
Well, congratulations. Thanks for showing me this. And I think you got big things coming. So congrats.
We're just getting started. Thank you.